that card. Voyaging Satyr. Voyaging Satyr is quite a good man.
He is.
He's splashing red for a couple of Follow the Hammers. Archetype of Imagination, Stratus Walk, Mischief and Mayhem. Not even sure what that card does.
Oh, really?
A Kiora's Follower. A lot of untap effects out of Jesse's deck.
Got anything big to ramp into?
I mean, he has Nessian Asp, so.
Oh, we saw Jesse was on earlier.
Right, yeah.
Is he the one that does he have Xenagos?
I didn't know. He does not appear to have Xenagos. Does not appear to have either of the Xenagos.
Okay. I was thinking, I couldn't remember what he had. Kory's we've seen as well. He's basically red-black aggression over here. Splashing black for a Port Overlord. Lash of the Whip. Some removal stuff. I want to say.
I'm going to handily check and see what this card does, since I have no idea.
Yeah, he has a Mogus, God of the Slaughter.
Mogus is a thing.
Yep, Ragemonger. He's basically red-black Minotaurs here.
Going live now to Jesse and Kory. They are not. They are both 4-0 and getting ready for game 1.
Round 5?
It is round 5.
Round 5, standard. We are underway. The clock has started, so as soon as they resolve the Mulligans here, we'll be ready to go.
So Mischief and Mayhem, the card that I couldn't remember, is the thing that targets 2 guys and gives them +4/+4.
Okay.
So it is a pump spell.
Right. Yeah, I think we totally missed Mogus on the list earlier because I don't remember talking about it when Kory was playing earlier. It makes a lot more sense because he's playing some of the iffy Minotaur, common Minotaurs in his list, but Kory is thinking about it.
All right, so one of the players had to step away from the table to see about some business. Jesse's got a Temple of Abandon in his deck to help fix his mana. I don't know if he's splashing black at all, or is he just scrying with it? Looks like he's just scrying.
I think it was just for the scry.
Yeah. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot that he would have splashed anyway.
I think he was basically just splashing red for like Fall the Hammer. I only had 2 of those. He has 3 in his list.
Yeah, he does have 2 Follow the Hammers in his main, 3 in the list. That's a lot of that card.
Yeah.
Like in 3 packs, you got 3 Follow the Hammers. It's pretty good. So
Yep.
I do understand playing it.
Kory has 2 of those as well.
And I was incorrect. Jesse and Kory are both sitting at 3-1 currently, not 4-0.
Oh, okay.
So you've been here pretty much all day. We just swapped out with the Drew.
Right.
How has the PTQ experience been for you so far doing coverage? I know this is your first time doing coverage for something this size.
Right. So. I'll admit I was talking to Jeremy earlier. I'm a little off the game. My limited knowledge is not peak. So having Drew has been amazing because I got drafts on Moto all the time, so he knows all the ins and outs of the limited and sealed formats. I'm definitely more comfortable with standard, but I mean it's cool. I like it. Cool experience.
Are you excited about the potential of doing coverage again in a couple of months when we come back for our modern PTQ?
Oh yeah.
So that one's going to be exciting. Do you have the knowledge of modern? Do you feel like you
that will be
a little easier to recognize the cards anyway?
Yes.
Seen those cards for a few years more.
Yeah, I was talking. The cool thing about it.
I think it's 56.
56, yeah. Sorry, making sure I get my Twitter handle correct. That can't be a mistake.
That's the wrong Dustin. Good job. I know it's confusing for you. It's okay. It's confusing for us sometimes too. There's been a lot of times at the store when we've sat down to play opponents and they're like, "Are you Dustin?" I'm like, "Yeah, which one?"
Yeah.
They're like, "What?"
Yeah.
There's more than one of us.
Yeah, go by last name. I think at one point there was 3 of us.
Was there?
Same store.
Yeah, I think there was like a
another
PTQ
one,
or something.
for a big event.
Or not a PTQ, but a pre-release or something like that. Speaking of pre-releases, are you going to be able to make it next week to our pre-release, to any of our pre-releases? I'm going to let you out of the
I'm
house.
definitely gonna try to make at least one of them. Probably the midnight one will probably be a good one for me.
Oh, good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that one. We were talking about it earlier, but
Right.
like I have a day job, so like going to the midnight pre-release and then being up a Saturday morning to run the normal pre-release might be a little bit more than I can handle. But we'll see. My wife is fortunately fortunately, it's unfortunate. My wife's going out of town,
Right.
so I will have the house to myself anyway.
We're finishing up closing on ours. We're supposed to close on ours that next Monday, so we're trying to tie up all those loose ends. So that's why probably the midnight one would be better for me.
Yeah.
We have the day Saturday off.
Sweet.
All right, so we're back. Corey's good. We're
Jesse has mulled the 6. Not sure who won the die roll, so but I'm going to. Looks like Jesse's on the play. Kory is raw dogging it with the no sleeve approach.
doesn't even care.
Yeah, just
Corey's been at this a while. He's been a lot of it. I want to say he's played in a couple, and I don't know if he's pro tour, but I know he's been played very regular on the Star City Opens and
yeah.
several top 8s to his name.
Looks like Jesse is mulled the 6 and now stuck on 1 land.
Yikes.
Yeah, looks like it could be a long day. Does he have accelerators in his hand? I see a Fade to Antiquity.
Corey's just bringing these Minotaur beats.
Yeah, he's gonna start. He's made all of his land drops, so now it's just a matter before the Cracker War Callers and
The big baddies come down.
all the other guys come down. Tapping some mana, going for a 4 mana spell here.
It is Mogus.
That is Mogus. Yes, it is.
And it's like we draw, and if we miss a land drop, we may be entering our scoop phase.
Yeah, it might be time. And there it is.
There it is.
We're going to game 2. That was a rather quick and a little unfortunate there for Jesse to have to go to game 2 so quickly, just on a mull and maybe a questionable keep, just not wanting to go to 5. It's tough to go to 5 in some of these.
It is.
But I mean, clearly he wasn't going to draw another land for a while. So.
Yeah. I'm generally not going to keep a 1-lander on a even mull to 6.
The upside for Jesse is like his opponent has no clue what his deck does other than plays a forest.
Right.
So you've given away very minimal information, and you do gain an idea of how your opponent plans to win the game and what your opponent's going to do.
Right.
And now he knows.
Apparently, he has a sideboard plan for this.
Yeah, he does seem to be swapping on. It could be an indication that he just misbuilt his deck, and it looks like he's swapping into black.
That's what's happening right now.
So maybe he's misbuilt his sealed pool, and all of his game 1s are just kind of like, I'm going to wing it, and if I win, I win, and if I don't, then...
I speculated this earlier looking at his list because as we were going over it, Drew was making the comments that he almost had a better green-black.
Yeah, he definitely has. He has Keepsake Gorgon, he has Grey Merchant, he has Erebos' Emissary, he has Rescue from the Underworld. I don't know if that's playable or not. He has Sip of Hemlock, which is definitely playable.
And he immediately reached for those cards.
He has an Asphyxiate, he has a Herald of Torment, so all of those are reasonable plays. I can't imagine what it was that made him decide that he would rather play blue than play black. Cura's Follower, Archetype of Imagination. Nyxborn Triton's a card, but I don't know if it's better than all the other things that we just talked about. Griptide's really good, but and a Vaporkin. Yeah, I don't know that I would have gone with the blue-green deck either. So, but Jesse's a good player. He has the opportunity now to correct the idea or maybe the bad initial build and bring in a bunch of cards from the sideboard. clearly already had him sleeved up, so this is part of his plan
Right.
to always side into this. You have Kory's list in front of you, so if he is,
I do.
it's hard to tell what he might sideboard because he doesn't know what his
I
opponent's
don't know.
deck does, and then his opponent immediately like switches 8 cards or something. So
I know he brought in, I think, Scouring Sands earlier in his previous matchup.
Scouring Sands is the 1 damage to each.
Yeah, so if you know, a lot of the little cost mana rampers and things. Not necessarily mana rampers, but the heroic guys.
Okay. It's not usually a problem that I have, but we will definitely try to make sure that happens. So.
We're giving the note to talk quieter because we're giving sideboard information to the players on the whole time.
Yeah, that would be definitely unfortunate. So you don't want that to happen. So anyway, we're shuffling up for game 2. Hopefully, we'll have a little bit more interactive than game 1 was. Get a little better idea of what Jesse's deck is capable of. Definitely has more lands in his opener this time. So. Not sure what Kory's working with over there. Can you see?
Looks like I don't see any lands. Maybe a mountain. He may have a couple mountains right there in the middle.
It's definitely one.
I think he may be deliberating on whether to keep a one-lander.
Is that an Unknown Shores? I don't know if he's playing Unknown Shores. What's the card to the far right? Can you see it? I can't.
I think it's a black card.
Oh, could be.
I think it might be a Felhide Minotaur.
Kory is presumably on the play or on the draw, so debating on how aggressive he wants to be in his mulligan plan. He's up a game. May let that affect his decision here.
It's a trap I find myself falling into a lot when I'm up a game. I'll keep a sketch hand.
Right.
To promptly get smashed.
Yes, absolutely.
Usually never works out. So he has decided to
ship it and try to go with 6. I can't say that's a bad decision. Like it's very very tough to even like he's a hyper aggressive deck, so he doesn't want a lot of lands.
Right.
He may only actually is he playing 18 or 17, 16?
Let's say he's playing 18. So I don't.
So I mean, 18 lands in the aggro deck.
He does have a Born Overlord though. He does have
Some really expensive spells.
some bombs that are high end, albeit only a couple, but do want to make sure you can cast them in your own.
Absolutely.